yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an Onlyfans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body?
How long is the account? Have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least.
Young living every day, giving it to you and cutting straight. Now listen, say it's your first time watching my video and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel. Click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that, y'all. Now moving forward, today is about ex-NBA star Joe Smith found out that his wife been on Onlyfans. Whew, crazy, ain't it? Let's dive into it.
This shit is stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an Onlyfans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you couldn't even talk to me before you did it. That's yo. That's I'm telling you, yo, that's
Wait, no, calm. But you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
You're married to an ex-NBA star. He has a reputation. You're his wife. Any little thing that you do can infect him in a positive or negative manner. By you showcasing your body on OnlyFans in exchange for currency, which you're selling yourself, is definitely fucked up. There's no way in the world you could possibly do something like that and think that what you're doing is okay. But let's continue.
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my choice?
You are incredibly selfish.
You're married. You want to have it your body, your choice. Go be single. Go out, be single, live life, go make your own money on OnlyFans by yourself. When you get married to a guy, you don't just make decisions based upon yourself. You're married to a guy, and I don't know how they line up as far as finance is concerned, but when you walked into his world, he afforded you the right to live a certain lifestyle, at least to some point, right? So when you're walking to a man's world, you marry him and you're living off of his dime, you have to abide by his rules. If you don't like it, like I said, be single and sell yourself. Your body, your choice. When you're single, you're married. Let's continue.
I'm your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You
solution.
knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Hold up. Now, it's very important. She said you knew who I was before. So I got to hold him accountable as well, because you wiped up a girl who used to be involved in this kind of work before. This is what you men have to understand, right? When you deal with these kind of women, 9.5 chance out of 10, not all the time, for it be a girl in my comment, well, that's not true because I used to be involved in sex work and I stopped for my husband. Listen, 9.5 chance out of 10, y'all, when a girl is operating on that behalf, when she's selling herself and you take her out of that industry, whether stripping, corn, OnlyFans, etc., I promise you, if things go bad between y'all, if things ever get bad, she's going to revert back to her old ways, which is selling herself. That's why you should never accept that in the beginning. And by him being an NBA star at the time, you had an abundance of options. You could accept somebody else who would have never been involved in that, who would have been more than grateful to be in your life and would have rolled with you when things got hard. This is an L. Your wife disrespecting you and then she don't see nothing wrong with it? Let's continue.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on.
Really, nigga?
She's talking about she got mad jobs. Listen, it doesn't matter how much money you making on OnlyFans. Again, if you wanted to do that by yourself, then you should have just been by yourself and did that. clearly the other jobs must not be amount to enough money that you feel like you need to gravitate towards OnlyFans. Clearly, there's so many other ways to make money. That's just an excuse for you to take the easy route out because you want to sell your body, take the easy route and making money. And another thing I want to mention, let's be honest, y'all, she's not young anymore. This shows you the amount of guys that's in the lack of having, this shows the amount of man who's not out here able to get sexual encounters with these females. That a lot of guys is subscribing to an old woman's OnlyFans. A lot of these dudes are absolutely icy blue pill beta saps. This is crazy that a woman at her age can start an OnlyFans and make a substantial amount of money. A lot of you ninjas have no standards. Let's continue.
Don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What
You
disrespect?
couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
This is you crazy.
It doesn't work like that. All of a sudden, you want to talk about it now after it's been exposed. It's not just the fact you're doing, it's the fact that you had the thought to even consider thought of even going out there to pursue and selling your body when you made to a man. Embarrassing, man. Absolutely not. Let's continue.
All right then, but now, okay,
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
You see that? And she don't even care. So now you know. Okay, so what if you went out there and stroked your sister, touched the back of her up, and then turned the lights on like Beyonce? Turn the lights on. Splashed on them like swim time, Michael Phelps style. Oh, and he told you, oh, well, you didn't know? Well, now you know. See, she wouldn't be okay with that. See, you want to act nonchalant when you go out and do bad things. You're not held accountable for your behavior. But if he was to do the same thing to you, oh, man, they would have drugged that dude. He'd have been all over the social media platforms. Let's just say that much. Let's continue.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay.
We got this society, it's so insensitive to the fact that women sell themselves online and they don't even see nothing wrong with it. When your female get to that point, man, she done mentally and emotionally checked out of that relationship or that marriage. This thing is over. He a better man than me because I'd have kicked her to the curb, gave her the boot, steel toe, caterpillar style. Let's continue.
And so? Whatever. I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
Here, whatever. I've been doing what I had to do, bottom line, period. That's what it is. Y'all, there's another clip, sometimes you gotta excuse me on my delay, of getting to these videos. I don't get them out as fast as everybody else. I'm just now getting back in action. So excuse me, if I'm a little behind on the time, but that's okay. We're gonna get to the next clip where she was speaking to, they interviewed her from one of them social media platforms. Let's dive into it.
First question is, where's how Joe? How are you guys doing? Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
Now y'all see the fake tears? Women, listen, she started crying. In the last video, wasn't she so nonchalant acting like she didn't care? She was so nonchalant acting like she really did not care. Now it's tears. When a major social media platform is interviewing her, now it's time to cry wolf. Let's continue, man.
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period.
I will say that part. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I don't know what was going on in their situation, but he probably was out there looking at some other female, chasing after some other female that he'd been prioritizing because they've been married for a while, and you're not paying attention to what your wife is doing. I will say I agree with her on that. You 100% as a man need to be very aware what your wife, your girlfriend is doing because they are a reflection of you. Every decision they make affects you. Let's continue.
And he has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And
told you. I knew it. I knew it. He was hyper focused on some new girl because we all know ain't no better guts, ain't no better sugar walls than new guts, new sugar walls, the men's sides, that Pink Panther. Let's continue.
it blew up from that. And it's no secret Joe's financial issues, you know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here, you know, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, you know, other things. But
Bitches ain't shit.
See, there you go right there. First off, involved in sex work. Whatever music you was doing, it couldn't have been that well. She said she was overseas in Europe. So you're a Black American female, you overseas in Europe. Very few girls do that. And then let's take to account that she said when she realized he was a basketball player, she thought everything was going to take off. Translation, there was no initial attraction. There was no genuine desire in the beginning. But you know what? I knew he had money and status, so I'm going to go with it. But in the long haul, it's going to jumpstart my music career. She thought that she was going to be with him because he got status, and then her music career was going to take off. That's what she thought was going to happen. She didn't really want him like that in the beginning. Let's continue.
you know, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, you know, I've been just like, you know, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him.
Hold up. We're going to do one thing, y'all. I want to look up and see what his network was, because clearly you're supposed to be the man providing and all this other stuff. I don't know. Say she's right about what she's saying and the income ain't right on his end. Hey, that's part of your responsibility as well, because we, like I said before, we know when you're dealing with a female like that, it comes from that lifestyle. If you take her out of it, you better be able to continue to provide as a man, and the ends must be neat so that she don't want to revert back to that, since that's what you chose as a guy. He played from 1995 to 2011. Estimated sources that overall size of his wealth is as much as $25 million. Data given early 2017, largely for his career as a basketball player. I don't know how true this is or not, right? So when I look it up, they saying at one point his net worth was $25 million. And now it's saying it's 100,000. I don't know how true that is, but say it is true that he went broke. I don't know how you can go. I don't know. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't know. If you went from $25 million to $100,000, you're absolutely doing something wrong as a guy. You're not responsible with your money. You're not investing your money, and you're spending a lot faster than what you got coming in. I don't know it's true, but I gotta hold him accountable. If you say he went from 25 million, I don't know if it's true, but this is what it said. Let's play hypothetical. Say he went from $25 million to 100,000, brother, you blew it like a birthday candle. The woman that lost respect for you, you done went broke. Man, this is bad. Let's continue.
I've started several businesses, you know, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, you know, and he won't do it. So I had to, and I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now?
Damn! You are a hoe!
She just said it. I was an adult video star. This is what's wrong. Listen, she was already an embarrassment when you met her. See, you liked it, those blowjobs, and you liked it the way that them Pink Panther lips felt. See, she put that grip over that thing and was choking it, putting it in the whole submission, wrestling style, until you bust and fainted. And then you felt like you had to look past all of that. Forget this. I'm about to marry this chick. Listen, this woman was an embarrassment when you met her, and now all your money gone. You done blew through all that money, met the girl doing corn, and then after that, you went broke, and then she went back to her old ways. Guys, never wipe up a girl again, like I said, that's doing any sex work, corn star, OnlyFans, escort, etc. And let's just say she telling the truth, because I don't know, but say she telling the truth, say she got to get out there and start being the man in the relationship, providing, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do for whichever reason that is. I don't know if he's lazy. I don't know what's going on. This is one side of a story. So say she's right about what she's saying is, not only she got to go out there, be the man, play the man role, she's going to lose all the respect for you, start looking at you differently. This is the L, man. Let's continue.
When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself, if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, my music career wasn't popping here, when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, I would, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, that he actually works for me. Like, he works for my moving company.
What?
Let's just play hypothetical. Let's say she's telling the truth. I don't know, right? You wife up a girl doing corn, $25 million to $100,000. We don't know how true it is, but let's play hypothetical. And then you go from being an NBA, you go from being an NBA star, being the leader of your family, to working for your wife? Wow. Let's continue.
I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, I'm tired of living minimal, It's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, like after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Listen, this is the thing. Men are simple. Most of the time, men are simple. We don't need all that extra stuff. We don't need all the extra stuff. Most men are simple. It sounds like maybe he ain't blow all of the money, but at some point, he wasn't making as much as he used to make, and you still chasing after that old lifestyle that y'all used to have. As a guy, man, listen, if you a simple dude and you want to live a simple life, and this woman wants this luxurious life, you dealing with the wrong girl. You gotta let them be who they gonna be. You a simple dude, you was an ex-NBA star, get you a simple girl. A lot of these women be wanting all this extra stuff because they heavily influenced off what they see on social media and what everybody else have. So if that's the case, and you know it was like that, he should have kicked her to the curb and moved on with his life. This is an L, man. Let's continue.
Because he just got locked out after the lockout, in the 2011 lockout, you guys remember. Right. He just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So, there was a depression, and I've been going, dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
You're not sorry for what you're doing. Out of all the stuff that he done went broke being with you, probably spending his money with you, giving you a lifestyle that you couldn't afford, bring you into his world, put you in a unique situation at one point in time, and then when all the chips is gone and stuff is bad, he ain't returned back to basketball, he was depressed. You feel like you going out selling yourself online wasn't a selfish decision, and you don't feel sorry for it? Listen, I hope you guys is paying attention and watching this, man. This is why you do not choose women like this. Let's continue, man.
It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe.
Get the fuck out of here!
Excuse me, that wasn't an executive decision. That was a whore decision, a selfish decision on top of making an ultimate warrior of sausage hopping decision. Let's continue.
I love him. If we were,
No,
like, if
don't.
he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can because he's my family.
If he was your family, if you really loved him, then you wouldn't do nothing that was going to not only hurt yourself long term, but hurt him and embarrass him and have him looking bad as he's already down. That's like kicking somebody when they down already. Man, this girl don't love him. She just know that social media is on, so she gonna put the face on and do her little strategic social media train response. Let's continue.
You know, he's like an intricate part of my life, and I just want the best for us. I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at.
See how she crying? I just wanted the best for us, and that's where I'm at. Translation, I want us to live the lifestyle we was living before. I want us to live a lifestyle that I see everybody else living on social media. Why can't I have that lifestyle? We used to have it, Joey. Why don't you get off your ass and figure it out and get us that lifestyle that we used to have? This is all fake crying, bro. Y'all got to read between the lines when these girls fake crying. She's getting interviewed by a social media platform, so she's playing cry wolf right now. Let's continue.
You know, I wish that he wanted the best for us because he's not really wanting the best for himself. So I can't expect him to do for him what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing OnlyFans?
Unless something else happens that, you know, changes that, no, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new place in the world.
And I agree. Maybe say the things you're saying, say they're true in the concrete, then yeah, I would agree. Maybe he might need some therapy to find his, or need some counseling to find himself. But I would also say that you need counseling too, to believe that you're his wife, and while he's down and out, you can sit here with these fake tears and cry and act like you care and you love him so much when you're doing everything to hurt him while he's down. You're on OnlyFans and you're doing something that is not only destructive to yourself, but it's an embarrassment to your husband, and you think it's okay. Yeah, you need some therapy too. Let's continue.
You know, it's really hard once you've had a major career. You were the #1 draft pick, and then everything ends. You know, how do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but you know, if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
See, I don't think we'll have a divorce. I think he'll come around. She don't respect him. Even after him leaving, being upset, she think it's just a phase. She think it's just Candyland. She think it's just a game. See, she think it's sweet, like a Debbie cake. Yeah, she think it's a game. Because what she say? He'll come back around. Translation, he just mad now. He gonna come right back over here. I'm gonna blow the wick off his candle, and I'm gonna put this pink panther on him till he shoot off and take off like a Houston rocket. And he gonna be right back in his pocket. And you could tell by the way the conversation was going that they used to live in this fast life. He probably met her, they burning through money. A lot of these dudes, man, they be simping and overcompensating when they don't have to. You was an NBA star. You had plenty of women, plenty of options, man. Why did you pick a woman who did corn? Ah, man, this is ridiculous, y'all. But listen, that's all I gotta say about this video, man. It's just unfortunate that a lot of brothers got very low standards, and even men with money and status at the prime of their career choosing a woman who do corn out of all the women in the world. But listen, y'all, man, that's all I gotta say about this video. Before I get out of here, let's be on our purpose. Let's be on our grind. Let's get the money on point. Let's get the mind on point. Let's get the body on point. Let's develop them social skills, man. And last but not least, get you a passport and travel to a destination of your liking. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And you dang sure won't be dealing with a female that was doing corn, taking raw sausages to the back end, get splashed on like swim time, Michael Phelps style. And then you go wife her up. It's an abundance of beauty. It's abundance of femininity. It's abundance of cooperation. It's abundance of women who come from a 2-parent household that was raised well. I'm telling you guys, you should check it out. But before I get out of here, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this situation in the comments, man. Tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another friend. Listen, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah, got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne way. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage. Flexing on them haters like Drake. This is real rap, no cap.